hand is better than the last 7-card hand I drew, but there is only 2 lands. There's no cantrips in here that can find the land. There's no like prophetic prism or anything. But I have a really hard time wanting to mulligan hands with a turn 2 Gluttonous Crane, so I'm going to keep it. I feel like if the last hand I drew was able to get there, this one can too. Well, but I could be wrong. We could just brick the next 2 or 3 draws on the land and do nothing the rest of the game. Because I have 1 castable spell right now. Or watch our 3rd land be a 2nd Inventor's Fair. Oh man. Like 2 is the right number, because 3 you do draw too many. But sometimes you just draw both and it just is awful. Well, it's happening. We're going to hit, what is it? Is it top 5, right? Top 4. We're going to hit 4 lands, watch. That's going to be my life. That's going to be how my opponent wins this game. Okay, well that didn't happen. Getting all the deadlock traps though, I like it. Have fun with your planeswalkers. And the question is, if I draw the 3rd land on time, do I play Caravan or a trap? I think the answer is going to be trap. Oh, no plays for my opponent turn 3. Oh, got there. Yeah. So if I play Caravan, I hit another land, I'll be able to turn for Sovereign, but on an empty board as of right now, it's not that great. So I'm going to say a trap. I prefer now a turn 4 Gideon is a lot better than a turn for Nissa. So he would have to either top deck the Nissa or he just has the Gideon he's sandbagging to play on turn 4. That 2/2 can be chumped all day, and then I guess the Deadlock Trap will keep it down. Oh, okay. Alright, so no Gideon, so that's good. Oath of Gideon. Okay, an Oath of Gideon is not as scary as the Gideon. So we're just hearing the oath, or someone's quoting the Oath of Gideon, but they're not actually doing anything. So it kind of scares us. Like, oh crap, is Gideon nearby? But like, yeah, okay. I shouldn't humor. We are runnering hard. Okay, so with 4 mana, there's not a super efficient way to use that mana, which is one of the downsides of not doing the Caravan, but he would have blown that Caravan up anyway. So, I'm going to play another trap. Well, so playing the Caravan here lets me play Sky Sovereign next turn if they have no way to kill it. Yeah. Because Sky Sovereign can just almost take down whatever he plays. Well, I do need to get Sky Sovereign online probably as soon as possible. So, that's pretty much what won us the game last time, right? I think I'll just sit back and block. I don't want to take any chances with these tokens chipping away. I think my life totals are more important than his because I have a lot of little pains that kind of can add up. Nope, there's the Gideon. I wonder if he had the turn 4 Gideon but delayed it to kill my artifact. Man, Gideon being able to have 5 counters is just sick. No good attacks? Fine with me. Alright. Well, we're hitting all the lands, which is pretty cool. So I just play Sky Sovereign, hit Gideon for 3, can't emblem. And then he makes another token, plays something else. Play Chandra, clean up the tokens. Or play Chandra and kill Gideon. Well, I think the play here is Sky Sovereign no matter what, though. And if Fragmentizes his removal, Sky Sovereign is just going to give him a hard time. I can attack it into 1 and take a little hit. I think that's the play, because then he pluses to 2. He already pluses to 3 anyway if he pluses, which is dead to a Sky Sovereign. So he's probably not going to plus. And then there's no good, yeah, no attack. Okay, Sorin can wait. Sorin kills the dude, so yeah, it is what it is. He attacks he's gonna get a hit in, but it's not gonna kill me. It'll hit pretty hard though. I'm gonna clean his board up pretty good though. Gonna play this. Could play Chandra, but the better play. Well, let me think about that. So I could play Chandra, tick up the Chandra, and kill his 2 planeswalkers. Or I could play Deadlock Trap into 2 Colossus and make him chump block and attack. And then he just plays Declaration in Stone and hoses me. So, but then I have a Deadlock Trap in play. Otherwise, I would just have a Chandra that gets eaten by 3 power, but she pluses to 5. Doesn't have a man land. I don't know. Chandra's seeming pretty appealing. Because then you attack Chandra down to 2. Chandra can tick down 1 to kill it, or both. Kill herself off to kill the tokens. I think a post Chandra is more powerful. So the question is, do I play 1 or 2 Colossus? I think the answer is 1. Because if he has the stone, I have another one to crew the Sky Sovereign, and that's what's going to win me this game. Yeah, that's my logic. Alright. Alright, gonna stick with plan A. Attack Sorin. Shoot Gideon. Sky Sovereign is an underrated card. But I understand why, because it just doesn't have a home. This would be the home if this was a mainstay deck, but no one's playing it, which makes it nice and cheap. Pretty good card. Helps knock down on these Colossus crewingables. Makes Chandra's first ability pretty useless. Yeah, there's no reason not to attack. But now I'm just going to play Chandra and clean this game up. Okay, they didn't have the card. The worst of the cards. They didn't have Declaration in Stone. So is that just game over? Is that? No. So they have to top deck it, so I can play the second one. I mean, if we lose to the top of the deck, then we lose to the top of the deck. But this is clearly the play. Alright, so we're going to -2. Probably should have attacked first. Nah. 2's not going to do much. Okay. So there's no pressure coming from the opponent. They have 2 cards in hand. Oh, they've got a thing. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just tap it down, so it's all good. So put you down to 12. Play a second Colossus, win the game, right? I mean, they could top deck. If they top deck the Declaration in Stone, like they do it. You know, there's really not much that can be done there. But I'm threatening to win the game next turn. That's the plan. Now, there's an argument for not doing that because the tokens can't crew vehicles as long as Authority's in play. So, like, if he has it, then I at least have another thing to crew. So there's an argument there, but I have this Inventor's Fair, so I can kind of replace it. Alright, what could this opponent have? Is there any flash block or anything this opponent could have? Is there any way for me to win through him being able to stop one of the Colossus? He has 2 Quagmires, but he can only animate 1, right? 1, 2, 3. No, he can animate 2. So because he can animate 2, that might involve me trying to find a way to kill one, but I don't think I have one of those ways. Yep, he's just going to chump block 1, go to 3. Do I try to find something with Crane? Like, I don't even know what I would find. Yeah. I don't see why not. Let's see what Crane finds. Oh, yeah, he gains life. I probably shouldn't be playing creatures. It's not going to really change the clock in terms of Colossus. Okay, kind of a miss, but that's fine. So I could crew an attack with a Sky Sovereign. So I guarantee get 6 damage in. but I'm going to guarantee 10 anyway. So I might as well make him kill off one of his Quagmires. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to take a chance of killing off one of my Sky Sovereigns by him having a card in hand, because I feel like the Sky Sovereign is what's going to happen. Yep. Tap that down. Yep. You do another one. Now I could kill off the second one with Chandra, but then I lose the Chandra. So I don't think that's the answer. Because as long as I have this trap, one isn't going to do anything. And I can bring the second one back. Or just get another one. So if I bring the second one back, it puts him... No, you know what? I'm leaving the second one in there, because if he draws Declaration, I can get it back. So I'm leaving the second one in there. I think I want to just get rid of these cards. These cards just aren't doing it for me. So we're going to 0 Chandra. Skadoosh. Well, didn't draw much. Inventor's Fair is not going to do much if I do it on... No, playing a second one would actually be very good. Do I have the mana? 1, 2, 3. I don't. Okay. No, so if I don't... Yeah, I want him gaining life. Okay, I'm just going to play Prism, see what I draw. Pretty good, but I can't cast it. Did I play land? I did not. Okay. Well, I don't see how I can lose now. Like, even Declaration Stone is not going to do it, because I have one in the graveyard. If he tries to target it, I will just use the one in the graveyard's ability, sacrifice the Metalwork and like a Prism or the Puzzle Knot, get it back, fizzles the ability, so I don't get a clue, but I keep them in the graveyard. Because as long as they're in the graveyard, I can keep recycling them. What could the opponent find? The opponent could find a Sorin. Didn't find anything. Well, that's the deck. It's pretty fun to play. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.